Welcome home, my bold truth-seeking and incredibly expansive Sagittarius souls. Gather close, for we are about to enter a space of profound truth today. This message you are about to hear is not just a video. It is a cosmic download, a divine revelation from the very fabric of the universe itself. If your ears are hearing this, if your spirit is vibrating in response to my voice, understand something deeply. You were summoned here. You are not brought here by a random notification, nor by a cold, unfailing algorithm. You are guided here by the universal intelligence that watches every hidden moment of your life, the force that knows the rhythm of your heart better than you do yourself. There is a prophetic, undeniable reason this word is reaching you right now at this exact second. It is because this morning you did something that shook the heavens in a way even you didn't realize. You may think it was small. You may think it was ordinary. You may have brushed it off as just starting the day. But the moment you did it, the cosmos paused. The angels or your spirit guides turned their heads. The Akashic records were opened, and the universe itself whispered, "Look at my child. Look at the power rising." What you did this morning sent a ripple through realms beyond the physical 3D world. It was the kind of ripple that only true obedience, deep sacrifice, and raw spiritual grit can create. You moved in a way that aligned perfectly with the highest timeline of your destiny, and the universe took notice. Not metaphorically, my friends, but literally. Now listen to me closely, because this is the most critical part of this transmission. I must issue a stern spiritual warning regarding your future. While today was a victory, the energy is volatile. The language of the cosmos is issuing a warning that you absolutely must not do this tomorrow morning. You must not wake up without intention again. You must not slide back into the autopilot of the old timeline. You have broken the chain today, and to reforge it tomorrow by waking up in fear, in doubt, or in lethargy would be a spiritual tragedy. You have set a new standard. Do not lower it tomorrow. Chosen one, there are actions that echo only in the earth, fading like footprints in the rain. And then there are actions that echo in eternity, resonating through the stars. What you did today belonged to the latter. It carried weight. It carried purity. It carried the fire of the archer's arrow. Even if no one saw it, even if your partner slept through it, even if the world was silent, the universe saw it. You have no idea how pleasing your movement was to the source that crafted your soul. This morning, the cosmos saw a version of you that the world doesn't recognize yet, but it will. Before we dive deeper into this mystery, I need to know that your spirit is awake and listening. If you feel the truth of these words, act on it now. Smash that like button as your energetic agreement with this message. Subscribe to Cosmic Treasure so you never miss the next prophetic update heaven sends your way. And I want you to anchor this energy right now. In the comments below, I want you to declare your sovereignty over your morning. Type this affirmation: I am the master of my awakening. I rise with power. Let the community see your strength. Let the universe record your voice. And to those of you who are supporting us by giving into this ministry, whether through the Super Thanks feature or the link pinned in the comments section, understand this. You are not just a giver. You are a co-laborer. We are partners in this divine assignment. Your seed is not random charity. It is your prophetic yes. It is the incense that rises before the universe, signaling that you are ready for more. May that seed speak for you in realms where your voice cannot yet reach. Now stay right here. Do not scroll away. Do not let the distractions of the world pull you back into the fog. Because in the next moments we are going deeper into what the universe saw, why it mattered, and what it has activated in your destiny. When you hear the full truth, you will understand why the heavens reacted the way they did, and why today marks the beginning of a supernatural shift in your reality. You may think you merely woke up. You may think you simply dragged your body out of bed. You may think you just survived another sunrise, but in the spirit, what you did was unbelievable. The universe saw the weight you were carrying. It wasn't just physical gravity, it was emotional gravity. The universe saw the battles you didn't speak about to anyone, the anxiety that tried to grip your chest the moment you opened your eyes. the heavy fog of depression that tried to tell you it's not worth it. The universe saw the questions, the tears, the exhaustion, the silent prayers for relief, and it saw you rise anyway. You didn't rise because it was easy. You rose because something inside you, that divine spark, that Sagittarian fire for truth, refused to die. Even before your feet touched the floor, the energy around you shifted. Your rising was not physical only, it was a spiritual insurrection. You rose, even though heaviness tried to chain you to the mattress. You rose, even though the trauma of yesterday tried to break your spirit. You rose, even though the shadow self expected you to stay down and accept defeat. The spiritual realm saw resistance inside you that your body tried to hide. You may think you were just getting up to make coffee, but the truth is you were pushing back the darkness. You were announcing to the forces of entropy, I am still here. You were showing the universe, my spirit is still alive. And that single act lit up the realm of the spirit like a beacon in the night. It was like a flare sent up from a stranded ship, signaling that the captain is still at the helm. Your rising became a spiritual announcement that the enemy did not win. Your rising became a prophetic declaration that the battle is not over. Your rising became a reminder to every low vibrational entity assigned against you that your story is still moving forward. The universe marked your rising as a moment of victory. What felt normal to you was supernatural in the invisible world. You know, there is a saying that the source is close to the brokenhearted. But let me clarify that for you. The source wasn't close because you were weak. It was close because your strength in the midst of your weakness caught its attention. The universe draws near to those who refuse to collapse under pressure. It surrounds those who fight through the silent battles of the mind. It leans in when it sees someone rise with trembling strength but unwavering faith. You didn't rise alone this morning, my friend. The entire cosmos rose with you. Your weakness did not repel the divine. It attracted the divine. Your quiet endurance became spiritual warfare. Your movement became a message. Your breath became a declaration. I am not done. You didn't just wake up. You advanced the timeline. You didn't just open your eyes. You overcame the illusion. You didn't just get out of bed. You stepped into the ring for another round. Let's pause here and look at this through a new lens, blending spirituality with the science of the mind. Why was this moment so powerful? Why does the universe care about your morning? Neuroscience tells us that when you first wake up, your brain is transitioning from delta waves to theta waves before hitting alpha and beta. That theta state right when you wake up is the most critical moment of your existence. It is the moment where your subconscious mind is wide open. It is the moment of creation. Usually, people wake up and immediately download their trauma. They wake up and their brain says, remember you are sad. Remember you are broke. Remember you are lonely. And they accept that download. They accept the old program. But this morning you disrupted the program. You felt the heaviness. You heard the old script trying to load. And you interrupted it. You moved despite it. This is what we mean when we say you shook the heavens. You literally rewired your neural pathways to reject the program of defeat and accept the program of resilience. This is why the warning I gave you earlier is so vital. You absolutely must not do the old routine tomorrow. If you wake up tomorrow and grab your phone scrolling through doom and gloom, you undo the work. You must treat your morning as a sacred ceremony of timeline selection. Now, for my Sagittarius souls, this hits even deeper. You are the sign of the philosopher and the archer. Your entire archetype is built on the cycle of seeking and expansion. Every night you may have dreams filled with the longing for the next journey, the next truth, or the fear of being contained. When you struggle to get out of bed, it is often because the weight of philosophical questioning, the burden of unspoken honesty, or the sheer size of your Jupiterian vision is trying to pull you back down. The tether to the familiar is comfortable for a Sagittarian. It is predictable. It is safe. But your destiny is to fire your arrow. Your destiny is to be the centaur charging towards the horizon. When you rose this morning, you embodied the highest octave of your zodiac sign. You rejected the impulse to stay grounded in the temporary and chose the arrow of truth that flies toward eternal meaning. The universe honors that choice because it knows how hard it is for you specifically. Heaven saw courage dressed as survival. It saw faith wrapped in fatigue. What you called barely making it, the universe called rising with power. You didn't realize that simply choosing to continue was an act of spiritual defiance against the darkness. People look at the outward appearance. They see your struggle. They see your slow start. They see the dark circles under your eyes. But the universe looks at the heart. It sees the fight happening behind your eyes. It sees the war happening inside your chest. And that is why your small actions carry heavenly impact. Today, the records were updated. Your faith was marked. Your action was counted. The universe took note not of your perfection, because perfection is an illusion, but of your persistence. This morning became a spiritual testimony written in eternal ink, not as weakness, not as confusion, but as victory. Heaven did not see someone barely surviving. Heaven saw a warrior rising. And every time you rise, every time you push, every time you continue, the spiritual realm declares the same truth over you. This is what courage looks like. Chosen one, listen carefully. The universe did not just observe you today. It responded. Just as the butterfly flaps its wings and causes a hurricane on the other side of the world, your decision to get up caused a shift in the energetic currents of your life. The moment you pushed yourself forward, the moment you whispered even the smallest prayer of "help me," the moment you tried again despite the pressure, heaven registered it instantly. What felt like a small earthly action became a loud spiritual signal. Your effort was heard. Your heart posture was felt. Your refusal to stay down was acknowledged. The universe moves when Earth's chosen ones show faith in the dark. Today, something began to align in the heavenly realm because of you. Roadblocks began to weaken. Closed doors loosened at the hinges. Breakthroughs started moving toward you, pulled by the magnetic force of your resilience. You didn't see it. You didn't feel it, but it happened. There are things shifting right now that have your name on them simply because you refuse to quit. Do you see what this means? Your life is not stagnant. Your journey is not ignored. Your prayers are not floating in the void. The universe is working quietly, powerfully, intentionally because of what you did this morning. Let's talk about the resistance. We can call it the enemy, the shadow, or negative polarity, whatever you call it. It had a plan for you today. It wanted you to wake up defeated. It wanted you to feel worthless. It wanted your first thought to be, what's the point? Why? Because if the shadow can control your morning, it can influence your day. If it can break your spirit at sunrise, it can weaken your faith by noon. If it can discourage your heart in theta state, it can distract your destiny by sunset. But you ruined the plan. You disrupted the algorithm of despair. Because the moment you rose spiritually and physically, you overturned everything the darkness plotted in the nighttime. You stood, you rose, you kept moving. And without knowing it, you won. You didn't need a loud prayer. You didn't need a sword in your hand. You didn't need a crowd cheering you on. Your rising was the victory. Your breath was the declaration. Your decision to continue was the warfare. Hell does not fear your perfection. It fears your persistence. It fears your decision to rise even when you feel weak. In the unseen realm, your rising shakes foundations. What you did this morning wasn't ordinary. It was spiritual dominance. You took territory without shouting. You broke chains without announcing it. You overcame darkness without even realizing it. The universe saw your resilience and marked it as victory. The enemy saw your resilience and marked it as defeat. You may have felt exhausted, overwhelmed, or unsure, but spiritually, you were standing like a warrior clothed in unseen armor. And today, whether you felt powerful or not, you won a battle you did not even know you were fighting. You did something that the universe counts as a seed of perseverance, a seed of faith, a seed of trust. And the universe never ever ignores seeds like these. Seeds planted in weakness grow into strength. Seeds planted in heaviness grow into breakthrough. Seeds planted in quiet obedience grow into loud victory. When you rose, when you pushed, when you breathed through the weight of today, You were sowing something powerful. You were sowing into your future. And the law of the harvest says you shall reap. Galatians reminds us, "Let us not grow weary, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not." Chosen one, you did not faint this morning. You wobbled. Yes, you stumbled maybe, but you did not faint. You stood. And because you did not faint, the universe's law of sowing and reaping is now activated over your life. The realm of the Spirit now owes you a harvest, not because of entitlement but because of covenant law. So you will reap. A new strength is coming. A new peace is coming. A new clarity is coming. A new opportunity is coming. A new chapter is forming. A new door is opening. A new season is rising. And it's all because you did something the universe could not overlook. When you fought through your mourning, you stepped into alignment. When you pushed it through heaviness, you triggered breakthrough. Nothing you did today was wasted. The universe has already turned it into reward. You rose, you fought, you pressed, you endured, and the source took notice. Do not underestimate the spiritual value of a little belief. This morning, your mustard seed of faith shook the heavens. Now I must circle back to the warning I gave you at the beginning. This is where many of you fail. And I say this with the deepest love and protection for your soul. The enemy, the resistance, now knows that you are awake. It knows you broke the pattern today. So tomorrow morning, the attack will be subtle. It will try to lure you back into the comfort of the old you. It will whisper, "You did good yesterday. You can relax today. Just scroll for 5 minutes. Just hit snooze. Just dwell on that sad thought. You must not do this." Tomorrow morning is the defining moment. If today was the breakthrough, tomorrow is the establishment of the new kingdom. You must wake up with ferocity. You must wake up and immediately anchor yourself in the light. Do not touch your phone before you touch your heart. Do not look at the news before you look at the sky. Do not speak to humans before you speak to the divine. You must guard your morning gate like a soldier guarding a palace, because you are the palace. If you can hold the line tomorrow, if you can rise again tomorrow, you will create a new neural pathway. You will solidify the new timeline. You will lock in the victory. So what does this look like? Practically, I want to give you a cosmic protocol for tomorrow morning. 1. The gratitude anchor. The second you realize you are awake before you open your eyes, say thank you. Find 3 things to be grateful for. This shifts your brain from survival to reception. 2. The water activation. Drink water immediately. You are an electrical being. Water conducts energy. Rehydrate your spirit. 3. The light code. Get light in your eyes. Open the curtains. Step outside. Tell your pineal gland that the darkness is over and the light has come. 4. The silence. Spend 5 minutes in silence. Listen to the universe before you shout at the world. If you do these things, you signal to the universe that the victory of today was not a fluke. It was a lifestyle change. Now I want to seal this victory with you. I want to pray over your spirit to lock in the progress you made today so that it cannot be stolen tonight. Let us pray as one family connected by this frequency. Divine Source, Universal Creator, the God who sees what others never notice, the energy that pierces through silence, tears, exhaustion, and hidden battles. We come before you with trembling reverence, knowing that when you look upon your chosen ones, the heavens respond. Lord of the stars, today I lift every listener before your glorious throne. I lift those who rose this morning while carrying invisible weight, those who pushed themselves back into life even when they felt drained, those who stood when everything inside them wanted to collapse. Universe, you saw them. You saw the courage behind their weakness. You saw the faith buried beneath their pain. You saw the strength it took to take one more step. You saw the battle they fought just to begin the day. And right now I ask you to pour a fresh wave of your cosmic fire into their spirit. Let courage rise like a flood. Let your peace drown every storm of fear. Let your strength overwhelm every feeling of defeat. Let your hope invade every dark corner of their heart. You said you are near to the brokenhearted. So be near now. Be closer than breath. Be closer than thought. Be closer than pain itself. Let your presence wrap around them like a warm, protective cloak. Let your glory break every chain the shadow erected around their mind. Let your light shatter every whispered lie. Let your love melt every weight they've been carrying. Honor their rising today. Honor the fight they didn't think mattered. Honor the quiet, yes, they whispered, when nobody heard them. Honor the endurance that echoed loudly in the spiritual realm. Shift their atmosphere right now. Break off every delay that has held them back. Destroy every assignment of discouragement sent against their lives. Cancel every weapon aimed at their peace, their progress, and their purpose. Let your angels surround them now with divine protection and supernatural strength. I speak acceleration over their destiny. I speak doors opening that no man can close. I speak breakthroughs coming faster than expected. I speak peace that silences every anxious thought. I speak favor that follows them like a shadow. Let this be the moment heaven marks as a turning point, a moment when everything begins to shift in their favor. And now, universe, I lift up every person who will subscribe, like, and share this message. Not for numbers, but because they are helping your light reach the hearts that need it most. Bless them in a way that only the cosmos can bless. Open doors for them that they never imagined. Send miracles into their homes. Let divine opportunities chase them down. Let unexpected breakthroughs find them. Let favor wrap around their entire household. For every person who helps spread this message of hope, release multiplied hope into their own life. For every person who strengthens this message, strengthen their future. For every person who shares this light, let your light shine on everything concerning them. Let your mighty hand rest upon them with power. Let your glory overshadow them. Let your grace uplift them. Let your love embrace them. And let your presence go before them. Every single morning they rise again. Thank you for seeing them. Thank you for noticing what nobody else noticed. Thank you for responding with divine favor. Thank you for the shift that has already begun in their story. We seal this prayer with faith, with expectation, and with unshakable hope, and so it is. Amen. My friends, as we linger in this energy, I want to add one more layer of depth. When you rose this morning, you didn't just rise for yourself. You rose for your lineage. There are ancestors in your bloodline who gave up. There are ancestors who couldn't get out of bed because the oppression was too heavy, the trauma was too deep. When you break the cycle, you heal them. When you choose to rise, you rewrite the genetic code of your family line. You are the cycle breaker. You are the one they have been waiting for. The warning I gave you is also from them. They are cheering you on, saying, "Don't stop now. You are doing what we couldn't do." Feel that support. You have an army behind you. You have an army of light backing your every move. When you put your feet on the floor tomorrow, imagine thousands of ancestors standing with you, strengthening your legs. Remember, resilience is like a muscle. Today you work that muscle. It might feel sore. You might feel tired. That is normal. That is good pain. It means you are growing stronger. Do not mistake fatigue for failure. Fatigue is the evidence of effort. Failure is only when you stop trying. You have proven to yourself today that you have agency. You have proven that you are not a victim of your mood. You are the master of your mood. Keep proving it day after day, morning after morning. We have uncovered so much today. We have seen how a simple act of waking up can shake the cosmos. We have heard the warning to protect our mornings. We have felt the support of the divine. Walk today in confidence. Walk today with peace. Walk today knowing the universe is on your side. Because what you did this morning was not small. It was spiritual fire. It was divine strength. It was miraculous resilience. And the universe has already begun to reward it. The victory started the moment you opened your eyes. The breakthrough started the moment you placed your feet on the ground. And the reward began the moment the cosmos whispered, "I saw what you did, and I will honor it." If this message has touched your heart, if you feel the shift, I invite you to support our mission. There is a link pinned in the comments below. No gift is too small. Your generosity, even just a penny, acts as a seed of faith, signaling to the universe that you are part of the flow of abundance. It brings hope and joy, not just to us, but to the world. Thank you for partnering with the universe in this important work. Thank you for rising. Thank you for being you. See you in the morning, beautiful souls rise with power.